Welcome to this exclusive session. We're still a lot participants from all over the world. Welcome to this session. Already see friendly names. Just let's the temperature toast. We have a very special session today and a very special guest. Of course, remotes. You're from all over the world. So before we can start, let me ask you, where are you in the world, guys? So very easy. We're using this wonderful board to pin the city or the country where you are in the world. Then you just have to type, of course, the name of your city. And cherry on the cake, you can search for a nice picture. Yeah, a lot of friendly face. Hi, Rudy. So don't be shy. Put your town or your country on the map. Search for a nice picture. I'm so sorry today. It's a bit too early for the people in the US, but we'll have a nice time. A lot of registration. We're over than 200 registration today. And I'll start to see some name popping up. Rudy, you're in Lyon. I love so much these places. Eduardo and we are, I hope we'll still have energy today. My guess is from Madrid and I'm in Lisbon, and you see we have some people, wow, in Indonesia, Australia. Yeah, don't be shy, just vote. One more minute. And if you're done, you're done. So this is a wonderful application, Better Vision, that help you to start up with a very interactive and engaging experiences. So let's move on now. We have almost 12 votes. We have a lot of people in Europe for this session, and also UK, Fergus, in Dublin, Chester, wow, Stanford too. Nice. So now we have some fun. Let's just introduce a bit, your remote community. Air Generation is a full remote community that stands to inspire you, connect, and learn. We are, of course, a bunch of creators all over the world, and over the culture and the border, we are connected to share about future of work. And of course, AI is a very at the heart of the future of work. So we are really on it. Also, this community and this webinar can stand because of these great partners that support us every day. Butter is a video solution that make this webinar possible in this great environment. Also, the Miro community. Most of you are coming from the Miro community, so thanks and welcome. The Air Generation is just your sidekick community to go in deep AI and a remote skill. And of course, Undiscovered is our great partner in Berlin, providing to the community best offers and open position in hybrid or full remote in US, in EMEA. So join us and you'll all the benefit of this community just to you. Also, because we're a community, we are rewarding and we like to play. So if you like to have fun with us, you have this session, the unique opportunity to show your engagement, and you will be rewarded. Everything that is made in this platform, Butter, can be tracked. So you see you have a lot of emojis available for your reaction. You just have to click on the react menu and send thumbs up, send love, send tons of interesting reaction to me and to Eduardo, my guest today. Everything will be tracked into this engagement panel that's available in Butter after the session. So we will have 3 winners. And of course, the dream winner will earn a 30 euro coupon on the AirSpring store to purchase framework and professional templates. So be engaged. And if you're ready to go, just show me your engagement. Of course, everything in the chat available is also a proof of engagement. So Joanna, don't be shy, and send love here too. We have the GIF, and we have a lot of way to be engaged and to have you engaged during this session. So now I guess it's the good time to ring the bell and to close the music and to start to set up my mysterious and famous speaker for today. I'll start to say that sometimes the best professional connections start with a few like on LinkedIn, also in a remote community. Eduardo and I first crossed paths online. Few comments, share IDs, and then unexpectedly a kind of mini accounting crisis on the Miro that brought us together and closer. Thanks to our connection with their generation and the Miro community, the magic happened, and we solve a real problem fast. And of course, I figure out at this time that this guy was the guy for my next webinar. Also, he's a runner, an early riser, and most importantly, he's a dad of two. Bringing with a very humble and humility but velocity to every conversation. We are very, very, very lucky to have you, Eduardo, with us today. And just to complete this introduction, Eduardo, I think I should also stop this board to have you more visible on that screen, Eduardo. You're the Gen AI go-to-market lead for MEA at Amazon Web Services. You're based in Madrid. You're helping the organization to turn noise around AI into real and tangible strategy. Most of you participants are following already Ordax on LinkedIn, so you know what does that mean. And with more than 15 years in sales, business, and leadership, you have a very solid and strong technical backbone, Eduardo. You're not just riding the AI wave, but you're helping to shape it. So if you're ready, let's go and let's dive in. And to start, my first question to you, Eduardo, who is Ordax? And maybe if you have an unexpected things about your journey that you doesn't share and show up on LinkedIn, the community is really happy to hear about you, Eduardo.
Well, that's me, right? I'm a very normal person, to be honest. I've been working on this space for so many years. It was kind of a coincidence that, I started posting on LinkedIn. It's funny because most of the people ask me about, hey, which was the strategy that you decided to use, to grow on the number of, followers, content, and so on. But to be honest, I didn't have anything planned. It was like I started posting, I started, replying people. I don't care too much about the number of likes, probably the thing that I like the most about LinkedIn is being in touch with so many people around the world. And it's kind of funny, but I'm traveling most of the time. Today I'm at home, but to be honest, I'm traveling most of the time. Next week I'm going to Dubai, then I'm going to Amsterdam, I think. Then I'm going to Lisbon as well in June. But the thing is, I'm traveling a lot, and I'm meeting so many people that I've met on LinkedIn. So I think this is what I like it the most, and so many things that I've learned from others. I try to reply every single message, try to engage in every single conversation. So I'm just, a person that I feel so lucky because I'm working on something that I love. And I used to remember my father many years ago when I was a kid, and he was telling me all the time, hey, I'm so lucky because, I'm working on something that I like a lot. And, it's like they're paying me for doing something that I like. And this is pretty much like me right now. So
okay,
the main problem is complicated to differentiate, what is work between what it's not work. Actually, for example, today it's like public holiday here in Madrid, and I'm working like a normal day because I mean, like, this is what I'm doing most of the time. But yeah, that's me.
Okay, very interesting. So about the things, yeah, you're working every day what you like, and I really feel totally aligned with this after also maybe a difficult time and difficult choice with more maturity. You're connecting to what you're really what you really are, but what you really are is also what you're doing daily, and you're a generative AI lead at AWS. But yeah, of course, you call yourself an outsider. But what does that mean, and how it shaped the way you work with AI, being both in Amazon and yeah on LinkedIn, working and developing the future of Gen AI.
Yeah, so like the concept of like being an AI outsider, it was well, kind of a joke, because the thing is, like, I'm meeting so many people, and in today's world, everyone seems to be an expert on the field. I consider there are just very few experts, especially when talking about AI, and there is a lot of hype as well out there, where like, we need to differentiate what it's real versus what it's not. And especially, I'm talking to customers around the world, and many times they are super confused on like, can I use AI to do this or to do that, or even they have a lot of false promises about like things that they are going to be able to achieve, but actually it's not true, right? So I don't like the word of being like an expert or being a specialist. So, and I'm also a bit of very critical with many different concepts around AI, that probably sometimes I see myself as a bit different to the others. And so I was thinking about, hey, what I should put in my like a title, and it was like, hey, I'm more kind of an outsider, because even like in the past, people used to say to me like, you're an outsider all the time. And I thought it was a good idea to be an outsider too. So that's the story.
Okay, great, amazing. So, just making a small announcement. Many people are waiting, like, "Hey, Ordax, we're gonna play with AI, of course." We have few questions. I have every webinar from the air generation community to know you better, Ordax, and after we'll moving to the mirror board and we'll have more interaction. So, yeah, stay cool, and of course, the session will be recorded. But if you're moving out, you don't have the opportunity to touch the ground on Miro with Eduardo. So yeah, I highly recommend the people to stay focused, and of course, saying you're specialized in using AI and machine learning, go to market. I think it's a very particular sweet spot between tech, product, and business. How you can maybe demystify that for the community?
Yeah, so what I'm doing like mainly every day is trying to help customers to leverage AI ML, right? In the past, it was mainly data. Then it was mainly like about building ML models. Typical like use cases about, hey, detect customer churn, fraud detection, customer segmentation. But right now, it's more about like trying to identify, like trying to understand the business processes on the customer side, and how to use like generative AI to really unlock new possibilities. And what I'm seeing, like most of the times, or probably like the top use case that I'm seeing across customers, that they can like prove very easily productivity, is like how much has changed for like software developers, the way that they are like building stuff, right? So like 2 years ago, they were like mainly using, as like Stack Overflow, all these things. But right now, if you ask for any like a software developer, engineer, ML engineer, whoever, they can tell you that they are like multiplying by 2 or 3 the amount of things that they are able to do, right? And I think this is the perfect example of how AI can transform businesses. And the other thing that I'm seeing very often across customers is like, like to make available to their people to query huge amount of data. One of the biggest problems for companies, like, they were not like in a position to like offer their customers, their employees, to to see what's going on within their company, how to get access to the data. Right now, like based on the LLMs, RAG solutions, they can, like provide this data to insights almost every day. So the thing is like, right now, most of the customers, they are in a position where they are able to identify what is the business value. And I think right now it's just how to run it at the scale. But I would say probably during the last 6 months to 12 months, we are seeing, like a real shift. In the past, it was like, hey, we know we have this technology and it's going to be powerful. But right now I'm starting to see customers really transforming their business. And I think this is just the beginning. So this is what we're trying to do all the time, like trying to help customers to identify those processes and how to use AI
Very
to
interesting.
optimize them.
Very interesting. And basically, you're in the middle of the AI storm here at AWS. One thing maybe about AI that people maybe overhype, and one thing they completely underestimating for the, I would say the future, but the future is like in the next 2 months. So.
Well, I think there is a lot of hype around, like large language models. To be honest, right now, I don't think there is a big difference across all the main AI labs. I mean, like GPT, Gemini, Claude, they're just using compute and data. Of course, they need to have talent. They need to train these models. But I think there is a lot of hype there. And they're trying to call intelligence to things that actually they are not intelligent. They are just, like statistics relationships across tokens. Of course, maybe it can go a bit farther, but I think there is a lot of hype there. And what I think we are underestimating is like new architectures, new approach that they are going to really change the game. I mean, like everyone is playing right now the same cards. They are using transformers. It's a bit old. It's from almost 7 years ago. And I think, like new approaches like neurosymbolic AI, large concept models, things like GIPA, all these new approaches, I think they're going to redefine the way we understand intelligence. And they are not talking a lot about that. And I think this is going to be something probably super important within the next few years.
Okay, this is research. I mean, I read a lot with Jan LeCun from Meta, and it's true. Like real research is not anymore on a large language model. They're really far away, and it's true. Like we're just now in the feature time with, for example, even AI agent are totally on my side, oversold. But I think when we'll reach AI that can, that can recognize more than words, that starts to recognize also, other sense. It's gonna be, a total different story. We're that far with just words, so I can't figure out a world where the robot can have more sense. So, anyway, that's the good transition, and this is the good time for you participant, because I feel you were a bit disappointed. Oh, we just here for a talk, but now you're not just here for a talk. You're also here for a vote. And I want to know, you guys from the community or not even from the community, how do you currently use the Gen AI? So you can, we'll take something like a few minutes to vote. And I'm very interested to see, of course, there shouldn't be a lot of people that don't know anything about AI. But to know what is your mindset, how is your mindset when you're using Gen AI? So this is your time, and this is 1 minute vote. You have unlimited vote. So let's go. Of course, Eduardo, you can vote too.
Yeah, I vote already. I was going to ask, like, hey, AI, no clue. I'm just here for the free webinar snacks.
Yeah, I have designed this one for you, exactly. Okay, when you're done, you can just send me the answer. This is a great poll feature. that is provided by Butterscene, and you see you can make more dynamic, even at a glance with your participants. So we still have 36 participants on 51. 10 seconds to go, guys, and don't forget to be engaged. You can win, but being here is already a win. Time's up, guys. So, and the poll, and of course, most of you, are now exploring strategic direction with AI. I think it's the great shift from 2025, where last year most of the people were just like, "Hey, produce this LinkedIn content for me," and you see, it's in number 2, and prototype or automation. I would be very curious to have the same form in the next 6 months to see how those are changing and balancing. And of course, except you, Ordax, nobody had a clue about AI. So it's maybe a good sign. So let's keep back a bit more few minutes on question, because I think we won't have the opportunity to keep the participant more in the session without putting the hands on. So the community is also very tools driven. So I would like to know, for example, if you have maybe 2 AI tool right now you're using a lot, you want to share with the participants.
So right now, probably the 2 different apps that I'm using the most is Perplexity. I mean, like, it's my way to go for every single question, rewriting, analysis. So I'm using Perplexity most of the time. Actually, I'm using the pro version of Perplexity, and I love it. And I started to use a lot 2 months ago, 3 months ago, Manus AI. I think it's great when you need to plan like very complex tasks that you need to put like different agents doing stuff, and you need to have like a bit of like overview about how this is going to go. I'm getting like amazing results for almost everything, like like a lot of personal stuff, trying to do different research, and I think it's pretty cool because you can do everything within your smartphone. But yeah, these are just a couple of examples. I'm using also like a lot of different AI tools, but yeah, Perplexity and Manus, maybe right now for me it's the way to go.
Okay, great. And so getting back from the tools, I really believe in the AI mindset shift. For example, unlocking your way to maybe to assess or to address question to the AI. I think it is a very important turn. What would be one advisor in AI mindset shift you can address and assess to the community?
So I used to say like like lean in or to be left behind, and this is what is happening with AI. I don't think AI is going to replace people, but like people who really knows how to use AI is going to replace the others. Something that I'm seeing already in many companies, especially like digital native companies, startups, they are like changing dramatically the way that they are doing business. Of course, big enterprise is a different story because they have a lot of legacy, they have a different like operational way of doing things. But this is going to be transformed within the next 10 years dramatically.
Okay.
So I mean, like the sooner that you start, like working with AI, I think the better, because otherwise, like your role right now is going to change in the future.
Okay, great. And I think that will be my last question for you. It's a bit more spicy and maybe a bit futuristic. Also, we have touched this from the finger with this new research on AI. Do you believe we'll see the ASI, the artificial superintelligence, in our lifetime? And if yes, are we preparing for it as human, or are we still playing a catch up?
With the tools that we have today, I don't think we are going to see it. I mean, like if we keep the things doing as we are doing today, I don't think we are going to see super intelligence. New approaches, more research, new different ways of building stuff needs to happen. I don't think we are ready. I don't think we are ready yet. Probably we are ready in the future. Maybe young people, the ones that they are kids right now, maybe they are going to be ready. But I think many things that are going to change. It's not only about work. It's the way that we establish relationships to each other. It's the way that we interact with real life. I don't think right now we are ready, to be honest. But the main problem is because of the evolution pace of these new technologies, right? If you compare with I don't know, social network, internet, it used to take much longer to be adopted widely by the community, and these new technologies, they are being adopted super fast. So I think that's the biggest problem. I want to be optimistic about the future, but sometimes I see maybe we are not ready yet. But yeah, let's see. We are as humans, we are capable of the best things in the world, but also the worst things in the world. So let's see, to be honest.
Okay, amazing. So each day, another day. Let's go step by step. So one thing that the participant asked for you. The first tool was perplexity, and it was clearly announced. And the other tool, the people are trying to find what was the name of the second tool you have promoted to the community. Can you?
Yeah,
say
it's
it back or type it?
Manus AI.
Manus
Yeah,
AI, yes. Okay. Manus AI, yeah. I just played with it yesterday, and I was just fascinating. I think we're not just mixing the power of agent and make it very accessible to the people. So very good. So I have a bad news for the people that like to hear you speaking. So the questions are done. I have good news for the people that can't wait to see what we have prepared for them on Miro. So here we move back into this, of course, Butter scene environment. But hey, guess what? I have a surprise. The next slide of the Butter environment is a Miro board. And so look at that. We have a beautiful Miro board available for all of you guys. And there will be a very first and fun game where most of the remote members know already. It's starting to ask you guys, what do you think about AI? Will it take our jobs? And maybe if for some of you it's already the case, maybe you can share your experience, especially I think for digital and creative roles we are most. So if you're okay with Eduardo, we will put 5 minutes on the clock. We will put the music on, and you can start. I'll bring everybody to me. I can't. No. I hope, guys, you're on the right. You're on the right environment. If you have any problem,
I can't see the board either. I'm not sure if it's only me, but I see also many other people there saying the same thing.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? Let's share the real board. Sometimes the inception of tools is a bit complicated, but I'm full of resources, and I'm also certified on Butter, Miro, and everything. So let's embed the board and let's start now. So this is the native integration of Miro inside Butter, and it should work better, I hope, I guess. And I see more and more participants. So I think we're good. Guys, so you're all on the board. I'll bring everybody to me right now, and I'll give you 5 minutes on the clock, and I want you to, of course, share your experience or your thoughts about generative AI. Will it take our job? Will it help us? Whatever, bring all your ID here, and I have a surprise for you at the end of this exercise. So, wow, it's almost 15 cursors. So let's go. And of course, let's put the music on and make this section count. Let's go, remote. Yes. So the task for you is to contribute on your thoughts or experience. Will generative AI will take our jobs? What do you think about it, Shison? Wow, already a lot of contribution. And of course, you can start to add some crazy stickers all around. And think that you can vote on the stickers and change the shape. So be curious. We are also here to explore what Miro can bring to your facilitation session. I don't know, Eduardo, if you knew about those interactive stickers, but if you're voting to the yellow little one, it's starting to become a superhero. Anything you can grab on this board, Eduardo, that should be interesting for you to share?
I'm reading most of the answers, and to be honest, most of them, they are like true. I mean, like in some cases, of course, some jobs, they are going to disappear, like happened in the past. It's part of, like of the evolution. In many other aspects, it's going to be, like augmentation of human capabilities because of AI. Of course, many new roles, I think they are going to appear because of AI. So most of them are true. I mean, like some roles that are going to disappear for sure because, like maybe right now they're not adding any value and AI can replace them. In other ways, they can, just being augmented by AI. And in many others, there are roles that they are not existing today, and maybe, like we will have it the day of tomorrow. So I think most of them, they are like true, to be honest. And I really like it, like the way that, like people, they are, like seeing this. So yeah.
But to be very transparent, I was I was a couple of days speaking and sharing with some friend, also in a film making and film edition in France, and already starting to have some friend complaining like, okay, Netflix kill the filmmaking in France after the government change the protection, and now the AI is just finishing the job. And so yeah, it's starting to become real. And I would like to share on this board maybe this nice meme I found a couple of days before the workshop. Let me share it. And I'm sure, I don't know if it's come from you, Eduardo, but my device, where is it? One more minute, guys, and after I have a surprise for you. I guess it's on the download. Yeah. Was it yours, ma'am, Eduardo? I just hack. Oh no, it's in French, so it can't be yours. But basically, this ma'am,
I yes answer yes and no. I yes answer yes and no. Very Spanish answer.
So very exciting. Guys, 30 minutes ago, and we're gonna also highlight a few cool things about Miro you should know, while I think most of you are coming from the Miro community and you enjoy to learn new techniques. I will teach you, of course, when you have a lot of ideation, how you can wrap this up without wasting hours trying to sort the notes. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a gong, guys. We're done. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to select all your notes. And I'm going to ask, of course, to Miro AI to make, of course, a kind of wrap up. Of course, the wrap up is oriented because I want, of course, to see if we can create a kind of manifesto for human and machine working together. So I call this the co-creation code, and we'll start to generate it right now in 3, 2, 1. So everybody follow me and you'll see the manifesto. It's based on all your inside, everything you have contribute. And yeah, I think we have already a few strong principles where, a symphony of human intuition and machine precision. That's interesting. And we created with AI as our muse. So I think the sidekick side is very interesting. And of course, we embrace transformation. If I think you're stuck on your role today, you'll be on the man, under the water next year. If you're thinking like it's just an opportunity of transformation. So you'll be everyday part of the world of tomorrow. So that's maybe very personal point of view, but I'll share it with you guys. Let's go now to the next session, because I know, guys, most of you are sending messages on LinkedIn like me to Ordax, and he received a lot of them. So sometimes you don't have a reply. So I'm offering you the opportunity to send your question, but we're a lot. So when you're a lot, the best things to do is not to put all the question in the chat. It will be too long, but maybe set a quick fire question. This is a workshop inspired by Rachel Davis. She's a very super high value facilitator in US and in the Miro community. And she taught me to help the people say, okay, you have a question to Eduardo. So you'll take a note, you'll put your name, and after you'll put your question. And I'll give you maybe 2 minutes to make your question a note. So I'll bring everybody to me. Like this, you're at the right place. Sorry if you were already on a note. And here, you can just remember, you put your name first. We need to know who is it. And after you put the question you want. I'll also have a small surprise for you, because at the end of the day, the whole team here will vote for the question we want to assess. Okay? So let's go for 1.5 minutes and sing Hallelujah, my friends. Okay, don't forget to put your name on. Like this, we can also find you. So, Eduardo, you can already start to read those few questions. You will face your audience in a couple of minutes.
Do you want me to start replying the questions right now, or wait?
No. We'll make the people vote for the most.
Okay, cool.
Question.
Okay.
This is exactly the dynamic of the quick fire question, like this.
Okay.
We can also, at the end of the day, if you have nothing to do in your life or in your weekend, but I'm sure it's not the situation, Eduardo, you can take all the following question and you can insert them into virtual chat. But I think you have better to do. You'll be in Dubai next
week, yeah.
Yeah. And in June, if you're in Lisbon, you're my guest for at least a lunch or a pastel de nata. So now we have a lot of questions and we have a lot of notes, and notes are maybe not the best place to have those questions. So what I'm going to do also, once again, this is a brand new capacity from Miro, is to generate tables, guys. I know most of you are from the IT environment, you're Scrum, you're a product owner, and we knew it was over Miro. Thank you. And so sometimes it's a very long stuff to put the content in a table. But thanks to Miro AI now, you can select all those notes, and believe me or not, you can start to generate table. It's working. It's working. It's working. I mean, more content. And I hope we will have a table coming soon. Yes. No, it's a document. Okay, sorry. I know also the people are now on the note, and I think, yeah, the Miro AI is very, yeah, is very still in beta for the table. So I guess if the people start to edit, we maybe lose something. And Laura, something is hidden from you. Yeah, I can just unhide it. It's a thank you because I love you. Okay, I think we won't generate the table today, but I'll make the generation for you and send it to give you an outlook. So now my recommendation, guys, you can, yeah, I'll give you 3 votes for any participant. I will set a vote. And you have, of course, on the sticky notes, I will use a most traditional vote interface. And you can vote with, okay, in 2 minutes, you have 3 votes and you can go everywhere you want, and we'll have the top 3 of the most interesting or more promoted question. And of course, you can vote only once per question. It's up to you now. And I'm joining the vote. Let's bring a bit of cool background for this 2 minutes of voting. So you see, Eduardo, when you have a lot of participants at Amazon AWS and you want them, you know, to converge, this voting system is very useful because you will see we will have a very clean, visibility on, you know, what are the most promoted content. Oh, a bit testing. Sounds very interesting. Wow, Jana Darkwood, you have a lot of questions. Are you a generative AI? Okay, guys, 45 seconds to vote. You need to close. I'm done. Okay, we still have, yeah, 15 people. 13 people vote. 20 seconds go. Everything will stop at the end of the countdown. So if you have just 1 vote remaining, throw the vote anywhere. Okay, we're almost good. And done. So here are the results. Ha! That's so nice. No vote cast. Well, yeah, we have this voting session, of course. So the first is Sonia Sampaio's question. I'm looking for a practical example of how a client use AI to transform business, Eduardo. What do you think about it?
Well, there are many. I can talk about something that we are doing at Amazon. I mean, most of the people were, like they are buying stuff at the marketplace. They know that, like the package is going to be delivered on time. So we are using ML, like to define which is the most optimized route between, point A into point B. But we are also, using AI and ML to do demand forecasting, so we can predict based on, many different aspects. Which product is going to be more likely to be bought by customer A or customer B. So, I mean, like the way that we have transformed logistics because of AI ML, it's absolutely amazing. So, I mean, like, this is just a few examples, but for example, like in a small retailer right now, they can, like sell their products around the world. They can, like use AI ML to put your clothes into a picture to see how this is going to look like. And like the probably like the best thing about AI is like they are democratizing the access to tools that they were just in hands or on few people in the past or few enterprises in the past to almost everyone. And you are competing probably with the same tools. So I think this is one of the best things about how AI is transforming business.
Okay, very interesting. So that's that's inspiring to me. And as I usually say, there's no one use case that you can take on the shelf to your business. And most of the time, my consulting customer asking me, "Oh, Boris, come with some use case from the bank or from the industries," and I say, "Okay, the only good use case is the one we will design from your process, from your culture, from the right people in the company making things happening, the resources, and also part of the culture, the ethic from the company perspective." So I think there's an infinite use case, but the only good use case for your company is the one you're building on its own process. Second question, Fergus, you're the winner. And Fergus asks you, Eduardo, with the constantly changing AI landscape, what is the best way to keep up to date? Of course, except following you up on LinkedIn.
I mean, like, I agree, it's super complicated. I mean, like, if you want to be aware about everything, I think it's impossible. But you can do some stuff. Like for example, I spend every day reading stuff on Medium because they're like very interesting blog posts and articles, like experts on the field. It's a very good way to be updated. But there are like many different newsletters, Twitter, LinkedIn. So I mean, like you can consume this AI news in different pills. So I think this is a good way to do. And also you can create alerts to be updated about the latest news. So I'm doing a bit of everything. I think social networks, if you follow the right people, if you follow the right accounts, you can be like almost fully updated with everything. But again, I know it's complicated. I at the end of the day, trying to spend time seeing what has happened during the day, to be honest.
Okay, so on this, my recommendation also would be to join some communities that are, focused on AI. Of course, at the end of the day, most of you with the community kit will receive an invitation to join the Edge Generation community on this hub. And it's here where, I strongly believe that AI is not talk, it's practice. And when you're starting to share with your peer about, what ones have done, what the other have done, what is a good solution or good ideas. So that's the best way you keeping up. Otherwise, you can stand, of course, on a YouTube, LinkedIn, or Instagram, read the feeds and having the feeling that everything is going too fast. But if you're not practicing, if you're not moving, so you're not in the train, you're aside the train, you're watching the train. So practice every day. That's super important. I would say a prompt a day keeps the doctor away. Anyway, next question. It's Diana. Is there an AI that sends its data and create visual summaries dashboard? So do almost everything at once for you, Eduardo.
Yeah, I mean, like, for example, for summaries, models with long context windows, like, for example, Gemini can be like super useful. Sometimes you need to rely more on, RAG technologies. About visuals, I think right now GPT-4o is working super well. The new, model, the way that it creates images, it's going super well. Still, it's failing when you need to create text within images at the same time. For dashboard, I recommend any tool related to, Power BI, QuickSight, because they are really able to transform data into insights, and you can create these dashboards very easily. So if you're asking me about one single tool for everything, maybe it's complicated, and you need to use also many different tools. For visuals, presentations, also Napkin, it's a very good application where you can create PowerPoints and so on. I love Miro as well. So there are like many differences. Probably like the more you try, the more you define like, okay, I prefer this or the other.
Okay, I think Miro like you too, as you have seen in the past. And yeah, of course, Deb is, I think it's something like 5 o'clock in the morning in Minnesota, and there's already people that are joining your session, Eduardo. That's an honor. I will suggest a Galaxy.ai that is a kind of platform where you can, aggregate the price for your monthly subscription and access to most of the different solution. So it's a very, very good for money value. But yeah, there's today no platforms that's doing everything perfectly. So yeah, we still have 5 more minutes, so I'll take the other question if you're okay, Eduardo, if you like this. And of course, it's a Jana Darkwood question because she has prepared the questions. What inclusive design heuristic should be applied to AI explanations? Can you do that?
That's a very tough question, especially because, if we are talking about LLMs and explainability, one thing doesn't talk to the other. And many, scientists have said already, like, hey, we even don't understand how, LLMs, they are, coming up with these answers. There are some papers out there, like the one from Anthropic about, they were able to define in which different parts of the neural network they are keeping the knowledge, but still it's so complicated. I think other approaches like neurosymbolic AI, maybe they can help a lot on this aspect, because at least they can provide some kind of explainability to the answers. But this is mainly if we are focusing on answers like yes or no, or false or right. If we are talking about how to create a summary, and so it's a different story. There are like different benchmarks that they can help, but still you need to compare across many different others. And if you are talking about especially inclusive design, we are relying too much on the data that we are using, and we have to ensure that this data is going to be inclusive, it's going to don't be biased, it's going to be fair, and that's also very tough. So I think for this specific question, there is not a very clear answer, at least so far. But it's an area that we need to really deep dive a lot, because I see a lot of potential on AI, but I see as well a lot of risk on the misuse of AI. And the only way to mitigate this is by building systems that they are going to be reliable, they are going to be fair, they are going to be explainable, and this is an area that we need to put all our efforts. Yeah.
Okay, very tough question, but interesting answers. And we'll take the last one from She's Home. As a product manager, how can AI helps in go-to-market and sales? I choose those one because also, the go-to-market is really something on your daily, Eduardo.
Yeah. So you know what I think for product managers. AI can be their best friend. And I'm talking specifically about product managers because they are the ones who understand the best their products. And sometimes it's super complicated, to translate requirements from the product managers into the developer team. And, they build something that is completely different. Right now, because of AI, product managers, they can start iterating on their products. So they can really, build prototypes or proof of concepts about what they really want to build. And I think they're going to accelerate the path to production, the path to ship faster and faster. So I think in this manner, product managers can use AI to at least build this kind of products in a very initial states, and it's going to help a lot in try to take new ideas, how to define the marketing campaign, how to engage with your customers. So AI can be used in many different ways. But again, I think product managers are the ones that they can take the most benefit from AI right now, to be honest. And I've seen already product managers starting building stuff with tools like Lovable, Cursor, because it's much easier to them.
So Shisum, you're very bankable, and you should say to your managers that you want increase from 10% your revenue based on what Eduardo Ordax told you today. I think that's a positive way. Guys, the times is really flying, and I would enjoy to go in many more and many other questions. I would like to keep up more time with you, of course, Eduardo. But yeah, we're running now out of time, and we have those 5 more minutes for me also to let you know there's already people in this hub, in this community. So most of you can join the hub for free. It's a place where you can connect, you can share, you can, of course, ask, and you can get inspired. Of course, it's based on Circle. So if you are if you're already in a Butter or in a Miro community, it's just one click to your base. And right here, if you want to go deeper in the membership, you can, at this place, support a bit the community and have access to a full range of partner picks to reduce your license cost. You can have access to job offer, and you have, I think a good offer of free mentoring to help you take the good decision or develop your career in the best way. We have launched this month the co-working is in the air with Tatiana Teach. It's a US time zone base available for MEA2, where once a month we're getting all together to share productivity techniques and make things done. And at the end of the day, if you're also a facilitator, we launch with Kusuma Indra. He's based in Indonesia, in Bali, and we are launching a new lineup of AI for facilitator workshops. So everything is here. And can this community link is shared in the chat? Of course I can. I'm sorry, I already made it, but I'll make it once again. But anyway, for any people that are purchase a community ticket to this event, you will receive after the event an invitation. So don't waste time to make stuff, but be aware you will have this link, this invitation, and I promise you don't want to miss it. I have so much good connection, nice people in this community, and we are really now moving more and more over AI. So that's the future. One last little thing I'm waiting for you. It's a very, very short feedback. You just have, you see on your screen, you have a satisfaction form we are sharing with the Miro community. So that's just the way we're keeping your community at speed with good events. We're improving all the time thanks to your feedback. So what you see in the Butter is only seen by you. You're not sharing your data with anybody, but it's also a good way for me to show you how on Butter video you can integrate HTML content directly to your participants, and everybody can have an experience on a website or on a form independently. So if you're okay, it's just a 3 minutes saying me like, okay, what went well, what we should improve, and give you your overall feedback. So I really, really appreciate that's the way, of course, you can help us to keep this webinar happen. And of course, Eduardo, all my thanks to have us in your full agenda, full of traveling, full of invitation, and of course, full of people at Amazon Web Services that are waiting for you. So I think it's almost the time to say goodbye. Let's put small music. Eduardo, if you can keep up just 5 minutes with me, I can give you, of course, some feedback from this session. That was amazing. That was, I think, the most registered session for our community. So if you're not in a rush, stay with me a few minutes. And when you have filled the form, guys, you can just go, and I'll be happy to follow up with you in the community app. Have a great day.